Welcome back to the channel. Today I will be budgeting my paycheck for October 15th, 2025. So we have $2,474.55 to assign this month. This is slightly lower than normal, but that is because I increased my 401k contribution by 2%. My check is just a little bit less. Now, last pay period, I did fully fund the month of October, and my intent was to start funding November this paycheck. But as I also mentioned, I have a birthday upcoming, and I knew there would be some overspending, and so I want to also take a look at that as well. Let's get into it. First, I'm going to look at overspent categories. I've overspent in my hobbies category by $19.35. I'm going to cover this from ready to assign. Also, for kids, I did add some money to my daughter's lunch account. I calculated how many days she had in school until the next pay period, and I added that amount to her lunch account. That is over by $12. And then I'm also overspent in donations and giving. My daughter's high school did send out a message saying that there's this family that had a fire and they lost like all of their personal belongings, and it's a pretty large family. I want to contribute to that, and I've started buying gift cards, but I haven't finished. And so instead of covering any overspending here, I'm just going to assign the amount that I think I'm going to spend here, and that hopefully should cover all the gift cards and things I plan to purchase over the next few days. So that's all of my overspent categories. I'm going to go back to my budget and look at anything else that I may have, I may need to add money to. So household consumables, looks like this is going to be overspent. I must have a pending transaction. So vitamins on Amazon. So I'm going to cover this with stuff I forgot to budget. I'm not going to add any more money here. I'm also going to take this money and roll it forward. Let's see, we're on the week of the 15th. So anytime I have extra grocery money, I like to roll it forward because we usually end up using it all anyway. So I'm just going to move that money forward and snooze those two categories for the month. This upcoming week will look overfunded for a while, but I have a few grocery trips upcoming, so I'm sure that'll be gone before I know it. So I do want to talk about car insurance. I do need to add more money here, but I'm not going to add it now because I'm not sure how much it does look like. I haven't updated the target yet. So at one point, I thought my car insurance was going to be $1,900 something, and then I was told it was $14 something. I think now it's going to be closer to $2,000. I just need to add a few $100s here, but I don't have my phone near me to get that exact amount. I'll go back and update the target for this one later and hopefully have this funded by next month. The car insurance is due on November 16th, and I usually pay 6 months in premium. And so I just need to make sure I have that. If I don't have all the money in the car insurance category to fully pay the premium that's due, I'll just take that money from another category. So I'll probably take it from my job replacement or home maintenance category to cover it for now, and then try to catch these back up when I can. All right. I think those are the major ones I wanted to talk about. I think that's it. So if I go to underfunded, household consumables, I'm going to cover this with stuff I forgot to budget. Hobbies, usually overspend, and then tech replacement. All right, so we're going to hop over to November. So November is a big month. My daughter's birthday is in November. So we have Thanksgiving in November. I'm just going to go down the list and try to fund as much as I can. So I'm just going to select a few categories and let's see how far we get. I'm going to skip the larger categories. I'm just going to hit underfunded. Okay, that seems okay. And then I think I want to skip ahead to make sure I sign this car insurance. So the car insurance, I don't know if you guys just saw that. It says 70.50 needed, more needed this month, but it's asking for 639.01. It's because this is the premium that I had in there as a scheduled transaction, which I think is closer to the amount that it actually is. So I'm just going to hit underfunded. So $639.01, which is a lot of money going to car insurance. I'm going to go ahead and fund all of these if I can. I should have enough. Yeah, those are taken care of. And then let's just go down the list. What did I leave open as far as bills? I don't have enough to fully cover either one of those. I usually skip the daily stuff because this is where I spend money the quickest. So if I put it in one of these other like quality of life categories, there's a higher chance that I won't touch it. So let's see how far I can get. $29.65. I'm just gonna put that with the kids category. Ideally, I'd want, I don't know, maybe $60 here to cover school lunch and stuff, but they also have a Thanksgiving break, which is a week out of the month of November. So we will see. With that, all money has been assigned. And then for the month of November, we are underfunded by $3,540.90. My next paycheck will definitely not cover all of this, but it'll be okay. We'll make it through it. Also, Christmas is asking for a large amount, but I think I increased the amount needed for Christmas. I think that's everything. If you're curious to know what I've purchased for my birthday so far, I've purchased some knitting stuff. So I ordered a needle case, a leather knitting needle case. I've also ordered a project bag for my knitting, and Remarkable came out with a smaller device. I purchased that and am kind of testing it out. If you purchase directly from Remarkable, they do have a 100-day guarantee. So if you get the device and you don't love it, you can return it free of charge within the first 100 days. I haven't been using the device a lot this week, but also I've been on break from work. I've been on PTO, and so that may have something to do with it. So we'll see how the device goes this upcoming week. Also bought some yarn because I have realized that I am sensitive to certain types of wool. So I bought some new knitting yarn with something that would be more easy for me to use. And then I also am selling some yarn on eBay that I'm not able to use because I've just discovered the skin sensitivity after knitting a couple of sweaters. So I listed the sweaters and the extra yarn, and those are all on their way to new homes. And I've also sold one of my Kindles as well. That's what's been going on with me. How's your month been going so far? How's your spending going? Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time.